Speaker Book Reviews, New Moon. Friends, this book is the second edition of the Twilight saga. So on Bella Swan's 18th birthday, Edward Cullen, the vampire she loves, and his family host her a birthday party at their residence. While unwrapping a gift, Bella receives a cut on her finger by a paper, which causes Edward's adopted brother Jasper to be overwhelmed by her blood scent and attempts to attack Bella. Trying to protect her, Edward and the Cullens move away from Fawkes, but in an attempt to encourage Bella to move on, Edward tells her it is because he no longer loves her. With Edward's departure, Bella suffers severe memory loss and depression for several months. In the months that follow, Bella learns thrill-seeking activities such as motorcycle riding and cliff diving that allows her to hear Edward's voice in her head through her subconscious mind. She also seeks comfort in her deepening friendship with Jacob Black, a cheerful companion who eases her pain over losing Edward. Sometimes after losing Edward, Bella starts to enjoy Jacob's company and friendship. After spending some time with Bella, Jacob starts experiencing some unexpected and drastic changes with his mood swings, body and personality. As Jacob undergoes a very long, painful and life-altering transformation, Bella and her father Charlie become concerned. A few weeks later, Bella notes that Jacob isn't as happy-go-lucky as he once was. She isn't so comfortable with Jacob's recent changes, and shortly thereafter she discovers that Jacob has unwillingly become a werewolf and that there are other tribe members who are werewolves too. Jacob and his pack protect Bella from the vampire Lauren. Lauren was a part of James' coven and also Victoria, who seeks revenge for her dead mate James, whom the Cullens had killed in the previous installment. Jacob starts developing physical emotions towards Bella, but she doesn't feel the same after experiencing a life-changing breakup with Edward. This makes him horribly sad and envious of Edward. Jacob then saves Bella from drowning after jumping off a cliff and almost kisses her in the events following. Meanwhile, a series of miscommunications lead Edward to believe that Bella has committed suicide by jumping off a cliff. Distraught over her suspected suicide, Edward flees to Volterra, Italy, in order to provoke the Volturi, vampire royalty, who are capable of killing him, though they refuse, deeming his mind-reading ability to be too valuable. In contrast to Edward's rash reaction to the news of Bella's death, Alice Cullen, who had the special ability of precognition, cleverly makes a surprise visit to Bella's house, which overwhelms Bella. Bella asks a series of questions and Alice tells her that she saw Bella trying to kill herself. As Alice's visions about Edward change rapidly, Alice and Bella are unable to clearly understand whether Edward is or will be safe. They both rush to Italy to prevent Edward from revealing himself to humans, so the Volturi are forced to kill him, arriving just in time to stop him. Before leaving Italy, the Volturi tell Edward that Bella, a human who knows that vampire exist, must either be killed or transformed into a vampire to protect the secret. When they return to Fawkes, Edward tells Bella that he has always loved her and only left Fawkes to protect her. She forgives him, and the Cullens vote in favor of Bella being transformed into a vampire, to Rosalie and Edward's dismay. However, Jacob sternly reminds Edward about an important part of their treaty, and that is, if the Cullens bite a human for any reason, the treaty is over and the wolves will attack. When Bella reminds him that it's none of his concern as being a vampire is what she wants, Jacob reveals it is his business, as she doesn't understand what is going to be at stake for her and the Cullens. Before he can continue warning her, they hear Charlie asking Bella to get inside the house at once. Jacob apologizes to Bella once more before leaving, and the story concludes with Charlie grounding Bella for running off to Italy. Friends, New Moon is the sequel to Stephanie Meyer's remarkably good debut novel Twilight. This novel works well enough as a standalone, but I think that you will get a better understanding of the story and maximum enjoyment from reading it if you have read Twilight first. New Moon is always going to be compared to Twilight, and people who are expecting this novel to be essentially the same as Twilight will be disappointed. Twilight had an almost dreamy fairy tale quality to the writing, which this story lacks. The Cullen family of vampires are also absent from a large proportion of New Moon, and vampire fans may keenly feel their absence. Do not let this put you off from reading this book regardless, because it is still one of the best books in modern literature. New Moon is narrated in first person by Bella Swan. The pain that Bella feels when Edward abandons her is extremely well written and is really what the story is about. Most of the things which happen to Bella in New Moon are a result of the overwhelming loss of Edward in her life that she is trying to bear. Her friendship with Jacob has a doomed quality to it, not only because he obviously loves her when she clearly is in love with Edward, but because he's a werewolf who naturally hates vampires. For fantasy fans, New Moon isn't all about Bella and her emotional pain. The Quillet werewolves are an exciting addition to the story, and it will be interesting to see how this plot turns out to be in the later novels. Once I was caught up in the story, I simply couldn't stop, and I'm sure I'm not the last person to confirm that. New Moon is remarkably and simply one of the best novels for the young adults. Friends, thank you so very much for your request, and keep posting your favorite books and enjoy until next time.